all is well with everyone. Welcome in. We're going to get started in just a minute. Um, let people roll in, but I am trying to pull this up really fast. So I'm not having to scramble and try to figure it out along the way. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I got it. Hi, Elle. Welcome in. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Type this in really quickly. Sorry, I wouldn't have started live if I didn't realize that I did not have this up. But it's, as per usual, asked me to sign in for something. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about feminine hormone resetting as per usual, and talking about how we're going to get rid of that survival mode that a lot of us are in, and how healing has been waiting for you, and that's the reason why your body is giving you these symptoms and these signs that are speaking to you. There are way too many women out here, millions of women dealing with the same issue when it comes to hormonal imbalances and not being able to find a solution when it comes to their body giving them the signs and symptoms of overloaded inflammation, fatigue, dealing with the imbalances when it comes to their cycle, and overall just feeling like their body is turning against them and that they have a problem with their own body. Because a lot of us are stressed out, we're overworked, we're too busy to actually sit down and have that realization that there's nothing wrong with your body itself, but rather you've been minimizing it by managing it, and you keep moving on to solution, thinking that these are the fixes to your problem, when these solutions are just momentary band-aids. There's something that is not going to actually give you clarity into how to heal. And so right now you're feeling like your body is a punishment. You're feeling like that it's randomized, that it's just the luck of the draw. There's something wrong with your body, that this is something you have to go through as you get older. And in reality, it's not your age or just a schedule malfunction that you have going on, but it's a signal. It's a sign that your body is saying that it's not getting what it needs. And since it's not getting what it needs, now you're having the repercussions that are making you feel like your body is punishing you. And so we have to look at the actions that we have. We have to sit here and question, okay, why is my belly bloated even though I'm not eating? Why do I skip meals and I'm still not losing weight? How come I do diets and they're not working for me? How come I'm doing all of these different habits that they train to us in a society, in a system, and yet it's not supporting my body fully? Because we are caught in an endless cycle, an endless pattern of progressively not taking care of ourselves, putting ourselves on the back burner, dealing with the issue of the fact that we have to be the strong one, the one that we're relied on for women, and having to take care of kids, careers, family in general, and not taking care of ourselves. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're feeding the family, feeding your kids, feeding yourself, and going to bed and then making it to work the next day, that is a part of life, and that's just what we all have to do. Because we all have to do the things that make us uncomfortable. We all have to sit here and manage to make it by. But that is the programming that we are under, that we have to manage to make it by through day by day, that we have to sit here and suffer through our life. Because you shouldn't be suffering and pushing through every single day because it's normalized. You tell yourself that this is normal, but in reality, it's just been made common. These things are common to us because they're programs from very young age that, hey, you take care of everybody else. You take care of your family. You take care of everything but your own body. You don't even know how to sync with your cycle. But yet you are expected to take care of babies, take care of your family, take care of relatives. And we don't even understand how important it is for us to eat for the phases of our cycle. We're not taught how important it is for us to actually adapt a lifestyle of not believing in diet culture, but the lifestyle that actually supports you in flushing and resetting fully so that you have balance. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. And so the truth is that you're not broken. Your body is just completely overloaded. And it's so overloaded that to the point where you can't hear it anymore. I'm gonna take this headphone out. I forgot I even had it in. And so since you're overloaded and you're not taught how to listen to your body, then you feel like your body is turning against you, when in reality your liver is crying out for help because it's overloaded with toxins from the foods that you eat and the products that you use. When your pancreas is overloaded, it's exhausted from the balance that it has to do to your insulin. And so then you are going back and forth between high blood sugar and low blood sugar. And these swings between your blood sugar between each meal that you have puts your body in a stressed out state, which causes you to stress eat, causes you to skip meals. It causes you to sit here and do this snacking all throughout the day, snacking through your emotions. When your gut is imbalanced and it's not stabilized, your gut is filled with too many toxins, so then you're not getting enough nutrients and you're not actually using the nutrients, but instead you're trying to use all that you can to digest. So everything that you're intaking, your body is expelling right back out, trying to digest the food that you're eating. You're getting a lack of nutrition. You have not enough rest. And then on top of that, you're overloaded with toxins with the foods that you eat. Because a lot of y'all are not knowing how to read your labels. You don't understand what these labels mean, as well as the fact that you don't eat enough fruits and vegetables and you don't flush your body, but instead you believe in diet culture and you do what that diet culture puts you under: Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, keto, paleo, instead of resetting your body with a balancing meal full of fruits and vegetables, full of colors of the rainbow. This is how you reset and balance the body. But too many of y'all think that it's just a part of life. And so you're not seeking change, but you're seeking a momentary band-aid to manage. Stop managing. Especially as women, when we have all these hormonal imbalances and we're thinking there's something wrong with us, when there's nothing wrong with your body. You just haven't been taught the habits that support your system. You think that your weight is a big issue, when in reality, your weight is not a big issue. The problem is that you don't have anything to support your system in being balanced to hold a stable weight. So you've gained weight and you haven't had this weight. You've never been big. And all of a sudden now you're sitting here looking around and you're like, okay, well, how do I gain 30, 40, 50 pounds in the last 10 years? And I've never been this big. I feel out of sorts with my body. And you're trying to blame it on all these different aspects of your life of, oh, I'm just stressed out. Oh, I tried keto and paleo, it didn't work. I even tried to go plant-based and it didn't work. But you're not realizing that the true message that you were needing is the fact that you were out of alignment. Your body is out of alignment. Your skin is showing that. Your cycle is showing that. Your weight is showing that. And something has to change. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, when your symptoms are a direct sign to let you know that you are out of balance. You are not flowing into the space of healing and feeling good, but you were in the space of being bloated, dealing with mood swings, sitting here dealing with exhaustion every single day, even though you sleep in a number of hours, dealing with that weight gain, and you are fighting to try to manage it. When you're fighting your own body, that is not the enemy. But instead, this is an invitation to let you know, slow down. Stop managing your symptoms. Start listening to your body. Start understanding that your body is your home. And it should feel like home. It should be feeling welcomed. It should be feeling calm. It should be feeling at peace. And when it's not feeling that way, that means you are out of sync. You are out of balance. And there's a way to get back to it. But you have to get into the deeper truth of what has caused all of this exhaustion. What has caused your body to turn against you or feel like it's turned against you. What has caused the mood swings. What's caused the weight gain. What has caused the malnutrition. You're exhausted because you have abandoned yourself. You're not exhausted because your body has something wrong with it. You are exhausted because you have abandoned your body's natural design. We are not meant to live here on survival mode, nor are we meant to live here and sit here and deal with hormonal imbalances, infertility issues as women, not being able to eat, fearing food, which in reality, the food that you eat is the problem why you fear eating. Because if you're eating from the earth, you will see the repercussions that you get when you sow the seeds of healing, when you sow the seeds of flushing. When you let your body rest and actually know what resting is meaning when it comes to the phases of your cycles and how important rest is during certain phases, you won't be sitting here fighting yourself thinking that you're lazy because you need to rest. Your body is asking for help. And you are not meant to be out of rhythm with your body. And so why are we out of sync and out of rhythm with our body as women is the way that we are? Because society does not teach you to sync with your body. Society teaches you to keep going, keep fighting, keep pushing. Society teaches you as a woman that at the end of the day, as long as you're taking care of everybody else, everything's going to fall in line with you, regardless of how you're drugged through the mud, regardless of how many doctor's visits you have, regardless if you need to have a surgery, if you develop fibroids, if you develop cysts. Because fibroids are an energetic disease. When you sow the seeds of inflammation, when you sow the seeds of distress when it comes to your energy, when you sow the seeds of letting everything stress you out instead of taking care of your body, you develop fibroids, regardless of what age you are. That is an energetic disease that many women deal with because we are not taught how to manage our body. I mean, we're not taught how to heal our body, but to manage. We're not taught how to sync with our cycle so that we know what we need to eat for the phases of our cycle, which supports our full system. You are not meant to be out of rhythm with your own body. And so your soul is craving a reset, and it's looking for a reset. It wants to be aligned. It wants you to eat with intention. The woman that you are supposed to be becoming and that you should have been all the way from the beginning, but we weren't taught to be, is to not be in hustle culture, but into a space of healing and resetting, flushed, feeling good, energetic. You honor your hormones. You honor your organs. You help your emotions. You support your emotions outside of just emotionally eating. Not skipping meals because you feel like that's the way for you to stay in a calorie intake. Not sitting here shaming yourself for being hungry. Not settling and thinking that your mood swings, PMSing, painful menstrual cycles, heavy menstrual cycles are something that you just have to deal with as a woman, because it's not. Knowing that you support your cycle with the foods that you eat, and understanding how to nourish your body, nourish your organs, and actually help yourself get back to living your life in a flowing and energetic state, not just managing and making it by. Thank you guys for the likes. Knowing that healing is not a to-do list, but it's a lifestyle shift. It's a lifestyle change. And it's not a crash diet, nor do you just need a supplement, nor do you need a restrictive routine that puts you in burnout. But you need a full body reset, a root healing, knowing how to get to the root cause of the problem that you are having, and restoring your body from that space. Not keep building on the rocky foundation that you are currently on, but setting a new foundation and understanding how this new foundation looks like you eating plant-based meals. Looks like you understanding how plant-based foods incorporated in your life is not something for you to hate and to dread, but something for you to take in, something for you to digest, and to see how your body actually gives back to you when you give it the nourishment that it's craving and what it needs. Because that's what it needs. It needs these things, and you're not giving it to your body. And so that's why you feel like it's turning against you and it's fighting you. Thank you for the follow, Sierra. I really appreciate it. So when you are supporting the liver, the gut, the pancreas, and the kidneys, you are going to be balanced overall in those key vital organs. So then your hormones can balance themselves. Because when you are not balancing your liver is your detoxification for all that excess hormones that you don't need. So when you're not detoxifying that space, when you're not supporting that space, it's going to be overloaded, and it's going to feel like your cycle is a punishment, because your liver is overloaded with estrogen. You could be overloaded with progesterone. And these aspects cause your cycle to be heavy, to be irregular, to be painful overall and uncomfortable. When you are syncing with your cycle, that means your habits are aligned with what your body is needing. So then now you feel like you again. What if you were sitting here and within 6 weeks, no longer waking up and feeling tired, seeing that your skin is glowing and you feel good without makeup, seeing the fact that your body can give back to you during your cycle and that you shouldn't be suffering during that time? What if you actually see that weight leaving that has been stuck? What if you actually feel balanced overall? All of these things can and will happen for you if you actually take action. When you feel like your body is on the opposite side on the battlefield with you, you're never going to want to do the things that help you heal, because you feel like your body is going to turn against you regardless of what you do. But when you realize that your body has not turned against you, there's nothing wrong with it. But in reality, it's because you've never supported your full system and your body doesn't feel like home anymore. you will start to be gentler to yourself and start to change that foundation that you are on that is rocky right now to a stabilized one with the habits that you have. Feeling light again and not bloated, seeing your skin glow, being going throughout your day with energy, feeling like your body is at home again. That version of you exists. It's waiting for you to actually realize that it's possible for you to do this. You have to be in the energetic space to not be in the fixing mode, but be in the mode to realize that you can heal by you stop putting yourself in survival mode, stop resisting, and start resetting. You sitting here thinking that you're going to do a momentary fix with band-aids of prescriptions, medications, surgeries is the huge problem of our society and the reason why we're so unhealthy. Yes, we eat out. Yes, we eat restaurants, and it's very, very unhealthy. But when you start the foundation on, you know how to eat your fruits and your vegetables, you know how to make plant-based meals, you understand how to reset and flush, you sync with your cycle as a woman, you won't be sitting here having a calorie count. You won't be sitting here worried about fast food and restaurants because these things won't cross your mind. Because when you are on the healthy foundation, those things are out the window. They're not your problem. They're not even on your radar or your agenda. But when you are in what society has programmed you into of poisoning yourself, not questioning what you're eating, not understanding how to sync with your cycle, you're going to be sitting there thinking you have to count calories for numbers on a food instead of you looking and reading labels. Instead of you realizing that you need oxygen and hydration on a cellular level to not only avoid kidney issues, but also to avoid cancer. These are aspects that you have to hit in order for you to support the body in healing. It's never too late for you to start helping your body set that stable foundation through your habits. It's never too late for you to learn how to correctly cleanse and to detox and to reset your body. It's never too late to get your hormones on track, for you to actually support yourself with the foods that you're eating and using food as your medicine. It is never too late for you to learn how to heal yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, to help your organs. Be aware of what your organs are needing. You can get all of it, and you should be getting all of it from a healing space. But if you're not getting this, then that means that you are out of alignment. And then when you are seeking for that and you know that you want that, it is possible for you to have that if you are ready to take action and not just sit back and say, oh, this is great information, I love this, and then not do anything with it. Because we have plenty of people who are still sitting here, millions of women who have access to information are doing nothing with it. Or get all the education in the world, but do nothing with it. Why keep educating yourself in a space when you can heal and educate others? You can heal and help your next generation, help the little girls in your family, help the older women in your family, help yourself. We don't have to be poisoned. We don't have to be toxic, but we have to understand how to get away from this place of pain into a space of power, being energetic, physically and mentally and emotionally. And if you are ready to get away from confusion and get to the space of clarity, your time to do that is now. We are already in the 2030 agenda. Guide yourself through a reset and not a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather an overall understanding of how the body is supposed to operate and get complete support through that. And if you are looking for that, thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate it. If you are searching for that, if you know that managing is not your solution, if you know managing has not worked, and you are ready to actually get the healing that that supports you and that you were looking for, my Balanced Body program is going to support you in doing all of this, getting that hormone education, resetting your body, detoxifying, getting meal support, understanding how to make plant-based meals, helping you emotionally heal, helping you get that organ awareness so that not only do you have that one-on-one support with me, but you are also getting that guided support from yourself that your body has been looking for to get you out of fight or flight mode, to actually help you feel good about the journey that you were on with your health and not sit here and hate it because diet culture has taught you that. Because this system, this strategy that I have is not a one-size-fits-all, because it does get tailored to you specifically based on your life, your job. But it is going to help you in the stable foundation of learning how plant-based eating is truly the support system that you need. That plant-based eating is the only route that is going to help you be able to heal and not manage. because y'all are managing right now in the system that you were in. You are keeping the disease alive by managing. And so you're eventually going to develop some type of chronic illness. This is why we think when you get older, automatically you're going to develop some type of diabetes, high blood pressure, insulin resistance, some type of issue. But in reality, it's because you have gave yourself malnutrition and a lack of support for so many years, and now your body's been breaking down for years on end. And so when you get older, yes, you develop diabetes. Yes, you have high blood pressure. Yes, you have issues with your gut. Yes, you're having issues with your kidneys. This is not this is not indirectly connected. It's not just sitting here separate issues. These are directly connected, and we're not putting two and two together because we're not taught how to. Because we're not taught how to think out of the side of the box. We're not taught to question these systems that are here to support us according to what they say. Because Western medicine was designed, according to them, to help us with these issues, right? But how is it only getting worse if they were designed to help us and holistic healing and holistic medicine is the problem? Because you know why? It was never the problem. But in reality, they saw that the profit margin was there, and they knew that if you keep healing, they can't make money off of you. So what do? They keep you sick to keep profiting. You feel good one minute, so then now you're not in the doctor for a couple of years, or you go get your checkups, but you don't have to go get a checkup for that issue that you were having. They gave you a prescription. Now it's been 5 years, and all of a sudden now you have new problems spawning. It's not all of a sudden though. It's just because you took a prescription, you managed it for a little while, and now your body's giving you other signs in a new space that is still the same direct connect to what you were given the prescription for in the beginning. So if you are ready to move away from these confusion spaces, this system that is not supporting you, into a space of clarity and a system that does support you, let me walk you through it and help you with the strategy that I have. Join my Balanced Body program. It is linked in my bio. What questions do you guys have for me? I'm super hungry today, so this was kind of a shorter live so that I can go get me some food. What questions do you have? Drop them down. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. Because your body itself is able to heal. It is your birthright. But you have to understand how to do these things for yourself. You have to understand how powerful your body is and how the Most High designed you. Because if you are not ready to see that, then it's not going to happen for you. You have to be mentally there. And I help you do that in the program. Getting your mind right and understanding what this society has programmed you under and the system that has poisoned you and made you toxic. So I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm going to go eat me some food. I'm probably going to go work out first and then go eat some food because I didn't do my morning workout, so I'll probably just be doing a late one. I hope it's not too hot outside, but I bet it is probably pretty scorching outside now. It's midday. So if you have not subscribed to me on YouTube, this will be posted on my YouTube. If you're watching this later on, drop any questions that you have down in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube. Get on my email list if you haven't already. Every single Wednesday I send out a wellness email. And also, if you were looking to join my Balanced Body program, you can get it with Klarna Affirm Afterpay. Check that out. Go tune into that. Get your 6-week transformation. It's super simplified. The strategy that I have, as well as the fact that you get one-on-one support with me with any questions that you have. We have one-on-one sessions. We have an app that you can go through to ask me any questions anytime that you were needing it. I have one amazing woman that is in the program right now currently that is finishing up. She is on her last couple of weeks. And so it is tailored to your lifestyle. It is tailored to your journey. It is not a one-size-fits-all, but it is a strategy with a one-size-fits-all foundation. Now, every branch that you build outside that foundation is going to be tailored to your lifestyle, your job, your kids, if you have them, your family in general, to help support you. But you have to go and get actionable to activate that transformation and that healing. You can't just sit here and say, oh, I want it, and then not do anything. It's not possible for you to get any change without action. So if you have any questions, drop them down. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow because tomorrow is, some people celebrate holidays. So tomorrow is a holiday. So I don't know exactly how that schedule will look like as far as me getting on here and going live. People might not even be on the internet tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. But If you are looking to know when I go live, I do have that in my email list. I send you every single time I go live, so you know, as well as the posts that I have for YouTube. So go check that out. Go sign up. I hope you have an amazing rest of y'all's day. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate you for all the gifts, and have amazing rest of y'all's day. Be safe, hydrate your body, and peace, y'all.